Hello everybody and welcome to my Heirloom Organic Vegetable Garden series for November the 13th. And today I got to take my parsnips out because they have to get out because I need my freezer this week. So I've got to get this taken care of because once I fill my freezer up with my ducks at the end of the week, I got no way of freezing these guys. Now they've been hit multiple times with like -5, -7 degree weather. As you can see, they're pretty well flattened. Not a lot of perking up happening. They're just starting to come up now here in the afternoon sun. And they're actually starting to grow again, actually. Take a look. They got little sprouts happening here. There's they don't know it's time to come out of the ground. I've had 3 suppers so far, and oh man, they're so tasty. So tasty. They're like, really, I wish I could leave them another week and a half, because this week coming up is supposed to be really nice again. But like I said, I need my freezer, so I've got to get them out of the ground and get them in, get them processed, get them blanched, and get them frozen in the freezer. It's the bottom line. But they're so tasty, guys. Like when you roast them up, they've got just the outside edges of them get golden brown from the sugar. They're like, you don't do, and it's just a little bit of a duck fat, which you can use, bacon fat, you can use roast beef fat, but I use duck fat. And just salt and pepper, and I roast them for 55 minutes. Stir them every 20 minutes, and at 350, and that's how easy it is. With a lid on them. They're just, oh man, they're making me hungry thinking about it. I'm having them tonight again. I will probably have them for quite a few nights in a row, because I really love them. They're so tasty. So I'm going to start digging them up, and they're a real bugger to dig up because the roots are so deep into the ground. It's like they're like 13, 14, 15 inches down. It takes 2 pushes with the shovel to get them out of the ground. I hope I've got this zoomed in enough so you guys get an idea of how deep you got to go. But you got to go like this, get a little bit of a break first, come down again. And even then, sometimes the tips break off, because they're so long. Yeah, the tip broke off, see? But it's unbelievable how long parsnips grow, actually. They're not like carrots. It's a lot of work to get them out of the ground. Yeah, I just heard that one snap. Oh, no, it didn't. I mean, look at the length of it, guys. Like, that gave you an idea. Like, that's like 16 inches. I don't know if it's showing up in the video or not. I hope it is. 16 inches. So when you're getting them out of the ground, that's what's hanging on. Not like carrots at all. This is only 1 row of parsnips. It totally filled the wheelbarrow. I've got to clean them off here. I'm running the duck pen because the tops are going to the ducks. So I thought to myself, why handle them twice when I can just do this right in the duck pen? Is the ducks, they nibble down the tops really fast. It's actually amazing how they have such a good appetite for this. They go right for it. But I'm not working 100% here. I got a little bit of a cold happening here. But, when you're growing your own food, sick or not, you got to do it when the time is right. You can't leave it. Unfortunately, I would love to leave it, but I gotta get it done. Well, there's my first row. That's a pretty good haul, actually, guys. If I can do this in the next 2 rows, I could potentially have 80 or 75 pounds of parsnips. It would be just awesome. So I'm going to go take these and fill this up with water and let it have a pre-soak, and then dig up the next row. Yeah, Doug, I know, eh? Good, Doug, you're good. I'd rather have them chew on the wheelbarrow, guys, than take off on a rip in the bush and disappear and go down the highway. At least this way, if he's chewing on the wheelbarrow, I know where he is. I just give him a pre-soak here. And while they're soaking, I'll go dig the other row out. And then I'll drain this and I'll throw these into the kiddie pool, soaking in water, so they scrub up a lot easier. Parsnips are a lot dirtier than carrots. I think a lot of it is to do with the soil moisture this time of year is higher. It's a little bit more like mud, so it sticks to everything. But you can see how white they are. They're good looking parsnips. They taste really good too. Alright, we'll let them soak. And I'll come back and put my rubber gloves on and pick them out of the cold water and put them in the kiddie pool, which I've got set up right here. But I'm going to go dig up another row now. Alright, row 2. Here's the beginning of the row here. Alright. It's a lot of effort getting these under the ground. You really got to get down below, and the first one's always the hardest to start. They go so deep, like look at them. They're good looking parsnips, so oh boys, I scored, guys. And considering, you know, I planted them a month late. Oh, pardon the sniffling, guys, but I'm just suffering through a cold. Oh, one broke off. There, see? That happens. I think it's going to be a good crop. That's one row. I can't believe what came out of that row, guys. It was absolutely packed and really good sized ones. I just can't believe it. And that's a big wheelbarrow. Like, all right, I'm going to go and cut the tops off and see what the final outcome is here. This is a big wheelbarrow load. Look at the size of them. It did well on that second row. I hope the third row is this good. I'm going to have a ton of parsnips, which is really good because I have bombed on them, I think, 2 years in a row. This will be a nice change to have tons of them. Well, this row was a lot more in it. Looks like about at least 25-30% more, maybe more than that. I hope the third row is this good. It's a good haul, guys. A very good haul. I'm very, very happy with this so far. I'm actually quite excited. It tastes so good. They're almost like candy. That's what they're like. They've got that sweetness to them. I can eat an awful lot before I get sick of them. An awful lot, actually. This row doesn't have as many in it, but they're bigger. A lot bigger, actually. There are some that are actually really massive. But I'm doing really well. I'm so happy about this crop. So happy. It's awesome, actually. If I would have thinned them, guys, I would have gotten even bigger ones, but I didn't even thin this stuff. Like, I just planted them, and I did one weeding when they first started coming out of the ground so that the weeds didn't overtake them because they're so slow to start. And that's all I did. Like, I did nothing. Actually, the whole garden this year was a lazy man's garden. Seriously, lazy man garden, actually. If you want to grow with no effort, I nailed it this year. I really nailed it, actually. And considering what my workload was like here on the property this year, I couldn't have asked for a better garden for no effort. Like, they're good size. So we're doing really well here on the parsnip harvest. Well, the wheelbarrow is about the same full as the second row, except these ones are bigger. The actual parsnips are at least twice the size, at least twice. They were more thinned out. I guess a lot of them didn't germinate. I'm trying to think if this was the last row I planted. It might have been the last row I planted and I didn't put as many seeds in. I spread them out a little bit better. But I'm happy. So I'm gonna go cut the tops off these and we'll see what I end up getting. What a score. What a harvest, actually. Yeah, these are a lot bigger. It must be the fact that they didn't get planted so tight. As I know the last row, I was starting to run out of seeds. I'm thinking that was the last row I planted. It's a good crop though, a really good crop. What makes it so good is because last year was a total washout. And I think the year before was a washout. I know it's been a while since I've had parsnips on a regular basis. Alright, done. Not a bad haul, guys. They're a good size on this third row. I think it's because they got planted a little thinner. Like I said, I was running out of seeds. Alright, I'm going to wash these up and I'll soak them and then get them into the kiddie pool, and tomorrow I'll be scrubbing parsnips. It's a huge crop. I scored on this harvest. It's unbelievable, actually. I can't believe how much I took out of the ground. Like I'm telling you guys, when you push down on it, I'm not going to, it's cold water, I don't have my rubber gloves on, but they're not just floating on the top. They're like 3-4 layers thick. It's a lot. Well, 9 20-liter buckets worth. That's what's in there. So, awesome harvest. So I'm going to tomorrow scrub them up and then chop them up and then get ready for probably the next day. It will be the blanching day. What a score. I love parsnips. When you get this much, it's a bonus.
And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show.